driveway's looking quite boring.
Yeah, there's not really much here.
Yeah, it's like kind of depressing having as much as we have, and it's just not here. It's all over the country making other people happy. We got my grandpa's truck, we got the square body, we got the GMC. Fancy is back there. It has a transmission in it, but doesn't run still. We got a tow rig, and we got Brian's Sentra.
Somebody come buy it.
Please, for the love of God. Our driveway is disgustingly empty. What if we just go pick up another truck?
I wouldn't mind.
I wouldn't mind either. And then another one can leave and we'll be stuck with the same amount again. Then we'll have to buy another truck. I've been driving Abby's new 5th gen. We picked this up a couple days ago. It's a 2022 Ram 2500 Limited. Absolutely in love with this truck. Interior is amazing. Got heated and cooled seats. Fully loaded. And it's a Megacab. I haven't been able to drive a Megacab in a very long time because my Hyde truck is down in Florida. Why is my Hyde truck down in Florida, Brian?
I broke it.
Brian was driving my Hyde truck and the wheel decided to fall off. So, I haven't had a Megacab in a very long time. I have been looking at a 4th gen Megacab for probably 3 months now. And he finally came down on price. Today on our agenda is we're going to be driving to Georgia to take a look at a very, very fast 4th gen Megacab. I want a fast one because Abby's is not stock. No, it is not stock at all. It has a big turbo. Yes, that is a 472. This truck will probably make 1,000-ish horsepower. The truck that we're picking up has a S475, 200% over injectors, dual CP4s, and it probably makes 1,200 horsepower, or is capable of 1,200 horsepower. This truck's fast as like it does rolling burnouts. It's on stocks right now, so if it was on wide wheels, I bet it'd have better traction. But with the stock wheels, it blows the tires off for as long as you want to blow the tires off for them. It's pretty fun. I don't want to blow up Abby's truck because then I'd have to pay for it. So I'm going to buy my own. So then if I blow it up, I have to pay for it. Boy math. Call my dad and he'll just pay for everything because oil. He's an oil miner in Dubai. So, you know, he just like has infinite money and sends me money whenever I need update on Fancy, everybody's favorite gasser. We have to put these over it so then when it rains, it doesn't get water in the turbos and I don't have to buy Abby a new 5.3. It's not really in the budget right now. We got this truck back from Kyle down in Florida about 4 weeks ago. We drove it one time. I drove it a mile down the road. Trans exploded, but we got a new trans from the same guy that built the trans in Florida. Got a brand new torque converter. We got a drive shaft in it. Transmission is in it. Went to start it the other night and the crank sensor broke. When he put the starter back in it, the starter's like right next to the crank sensor. Crank sensor snapped in half. So we have to get a new pigtail, install that, and then we should be good to go. It has fluid in it and everything. We haven't even got to see if the truck rolls yet and make sure that the transmission was the actual issue and not something stupid like wiring or something. It is coming soon. I am very excited to drive this truck, like actually drive it. We're gonna put like a little bit of break-in mileage on it because it is a brand new trans. And then we're gonna teach Abby how to do burnouts in a truck that probably shouldn't be doing burnouts because it's on a 12-inch lift and 40-inch tires. Whatever. Who makes the rule? Who makes these dumb rules that big trucks aren't supposed to do burnouts? It's just a drive shaft, U-joints, and
transmissions.
But they can all be replaced, so it's okay. If we break it, at least we're having fun. We'll just be having to live in a box. I'd live in a box to be able to do burnouts every day.
Yeah.
100%. Another fast vehicle. That truck will make 700 horsepower. We're in need of some 1,200 horsepower. That'll actually be the fastest truck that I've ever owned.
What about the drag truck? Yeah.
Oh, the one that I blew up? I only drove it on like low fuel and low abuse.
Yeah.
Because Blake was afraid that I was going to blow it up. And then I took it to UCC and then I blew it up. That truck was capable of making 1,300 horsepower, but I only drove it at like 950 or right at 1,000. And that truck was stupid because it was like so light. Got the trailer hooked up still. Yeah, we're gonna go to Georgia and go truck shopping. I said that this truck was the last purchase of 2023. Well, newsflash, it's New Year's. Happy New Year's, everybody. It is 2024, so now I can buy another truck.
What's your goal of this year? How many trucks?
What'd I say? 30 trucks and 10 pieces of real estate? Yep. That's my goal. It's a very ambitious goal. If you aim for the stars and you get a little bit low, you might hit the moon. I don't know. That was like a quote from like a book I read sometime. Alright, so my fastest vehicles. I had a drag truck that I only got to drive like 5 or 6 times. That had the potential to make 1,300, but I only ever drove it at 950 horsepower. I only got to drive it on Tune 1. Everybody in my friend group was afraid that I was either going to blow it up or crash it into a tree. So I only got to drive it at 950 horsepower. Next up would be Murder Ram. That truck dynoed. It actually dynoed at 1,000 wheel. The owner of the dyno said that his personal truck make 300 horsepower less on his own dyno than he would at like UCC. We just estimated that it was in somewhere in the realm of 1,100 horsepower. Those are the two top fastest vehicles I've owned, fastest diesel trucks I've owned before we pick up this truck. Bryce Johnson has a 4th gen, a crew cab 4th gen. His turbo, I think, is a little bit bigger than this turbo, but I think we have basically the same fuel setup. His truck's made just under 1,400 wheel. I think in this truck will be very similar to Bryce's truck. Bryce's truck does the rowdiest burnouts I've ever seen. He drifts it around freaking circle tracks. It's just an all-around amazing truck, and he never really has that many issues besides transmissions. That truck was insane to drive, and I've always wanted a truck like Bryce's ever since I drove his truck. I tried to get him to sell me his truck many times, but he's way too attached to that truck. That truck is like the staple of his name, and if he wants to do anything with social media, I think he should. I told him, I was like, don't get rid of that truck because you're going to regret it. And I don't think there's any other truck that is more known than Bryce's truck for big burnouts. The interior is amazing on this truck, fully loaded, just like my single cab. Brown leather interior, it's got the brown dash. It has a full center console with a ratchet shifter. If it's done as clean as it should be, it will be very cool. I actually haven't had a truck with a full manual valve body ever. I've only driven my friends. Murder Ram is at Blake's right now getting a full manual valve body, but I haven't driven it yet.
What about the drag truck?
Oh shit. First street legal truck that I've ever had with a full manual valve body. God damn it. I've lived too much life. The videos are not going to be able to have the title of first this, first that, because I've had it all. And I'm working on having it all. Next up is a Lamborghini, and then we'll move on to fucking spaceships. Bro, I love this bank so much. Bro, I don't even barely have to apply for the loans when I get them. I literally just walk in and I'm like, hey, I need this amount of money. Can I have it? And they're like, oh yeah, sure. And then they take it out of my account. That's what a loan is, right? Because they just hand out cash. But wait, I didn't even give them the bin or anything. Huh. That's so weird. It's almost like I don't get loans for any of my trucks. I just buy them. Weird. Anyway, just pulled out some money out of my dad's account. We're gonna skate over to Georgia real quick. It's about a 3-hour drive. And then as long as the truck is not a complete pile of garbage, you already know. What's up, my truck? Ah! Hi. Sorry. Your tow rig's almost as cool as mine. Is that it? Oh. It's a bunch of white trucks. It's hard to tell. Yeah. Is this Blake Fitzgerald? Where's the G56 5th gen? That thing is nice as fuck, actually.
Yeah. Also a 2nd gen?
Hopefully we don't get shot. Sounds pretty good. Yeah. Alright, so we're taking the truck. Actually, I think I like it more than my white single cab right now. I brought cash to buy some 26s on the way home, but I didn't realize that it's reverse leveled, and those 26s are not going to fit. So I guess we're just going to take the American Forces that are on them. I mean, they're kind of nice.
We'll probably trade for other 24s.
He said that people came and looked at it, but they weren't fucking with the 7.5% interest rate. They couldn't buy the truck, but Gabe doesn't get approved for loans, so has no choice but to buy it in cash.
Oh no. Whew, it was close. It got there.
Well, we got a race truck. We don't gotta go to Alabama to get no wheels. That's kind of nice.
Straight back home.
Sick. Hell yeah. Look at that setup. I don't know what it is with me lately. I'm buying white trucks. Kind of like it. Ryan, what happened to not buying any more white trucks?
They look so good.
They do look really good. It gets me every time. Yeah. If it ain't white,
it ain't right.
If it ain't snowing,
I'm not going. Do it again.
We have another truck.
I can't drive. It's a 4th gen.
Guys, the wheel's gonna fall off. What's up, everybody? You guys have 2 weeks left to get entered to win Chili, my 2017 GMC 2500 Denali. It's got a big turbo L5P Duramax with a built 6-speed Allison transmission, 26x14 JTX forged wheels wrapped in 33-inch Venom tires. Inside, it's got tan Denali leather interior with 2,500 stars, 30 rock lights, color match, and so much more. All you got to do to get entered is click the link above or in the description below today. Super simple. And take advantage of our 3-time entry sale. That means $25 normally gets you 10 entries, but now you're going to be getting 30. But that sale ends in 48 hours, so click that link and get entered today. And who knows, on January 19th, I'm going to be giving you a call, telling you to come pick up your new truck. Good luck to everybody. Enjoy the rest of the video. Uber for Brian?
Yeah.
Are you Brian?
Yeah.
All right, get in.
All right, let's go.
Welcome to GFP Uber. Where are you going?
We're going to
Strip club?
Antarctica.
Strip club. Well, we picked up one rowdy ass mother truck. It has a ratchet shifter. It has big turbos. We'll get into all the details at a later time. I haven't driven a full manual valve body truck in a while, so we're going to see how this goes. We shall see. Maybe it's fun.
We shall see.
If it's fun, we'll keep it. If it's not fun, light it on fire.
Take it back to the bank. Get it repoed.
Yeah, it's gonna fly in your face.
Oh my god! Why is it spinning so much?
It smells a little spicy.
Change hot?
No, it's actually not
82.
hot at all.
We're good.
All right, well, this time we shall lock the torque converter. But it definitely blew the tires off for a solid 500. All of it. We were going very fast.
You could actually feel it like sliding.
Hold the camera this time so it doesn't fly.
Yeah.
I looked at that, I was like, that's gonna fly into his face. And
I wasn't thinking, I was like, oh, it's just gonna
you're
stick
gonna
to the
need
windshield.
To get your teeth all done like mine because you're not gonna have it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
I called Bryce before I drove this. I was like, hey, how do you drive full manual valve body trucks again? Just give me a little run through. He's like, first, second, lock up, hit it, grab third, flip the switch, grab fourth. Just your everyday daily driver, fucking 1,200 horsepower fucking rocket ship.
Wait, did you turn off traction control like the guy said?
You know, he said that and all of the lights are on. So there's no ABS and there's no traction control. It's gonna help, it's gonna spin no matter what.
Oh my god! What is this thing? I know I was looking behind and it was squiggling. I'm like, bro, I should not be out this window right now.
All right, what the It's just an ice skating rink.
You know a burnout yet?
It doesn't get hot. Either that trans temp gauge is broken or it does not get hot.
82.
There's no way. Maybe 182.
Nah, no way. It shouldn't be that hot.
Okay, I figured out that this motor is like exactly the same as Bryce's, minus I think his is bored out a little bit bigger. He pushes his motor to like 1,400 horsepower. This does not make that. So this is a very safe, well, it should be safe. It should be an almost Gabe-proof truck, possibly. You want to do a burnout? You want to try to do a burnout?
I think we should do it. I should get out the truck though. I mean, if it's Gabe-proof, it would hold up.
Okay, so y'all don't really see it in the video, but this thing is actually like fast and terrifying. It's scarier than the Mustang, 100%.
Sounds better also. I can't see. Oh my god. You can't even see the lights. So much smoke. Bro. Listen, I could not see for a cool 2 minutes.
Because of what? The black smoke?
Yeah, everywhere.
It's skated for a quarter mile. Like an actual quarter mile. That was the longest burn I've ever done, and it was like mostly 3/4 throttle. I was just tapping it like the whole time. This is fucking insane. This is like,
This thing's disgusting.
I didn't get the shakes from the drag truck.
And this is a mega cab.
Like 110 mile an hour rolling burnout. That is insane.
88 is a trans
And it literally like is laughing. It's like, is that all you want to do?
Is this a Bryce Johnson truck right here?
Bryce is in a mega cab and have a sub in the back.
That is true. Or a TV.
Or a T. This is a decked out mother drag truck.
What do we have here?
What do we have here? We decided to make another, I'm not going to call this a poor financial decision. This is quite possibly the most fun thing that I could have ever spent money on. I don't understand why I didn't buy this truck 3 months ago. My life would have been way better, like obnoxiously better. Any depression, sad thoughts that I have felt in the past 3 months would have instantly been gone if I had this in my life. Where have you been all my life? I am so mad at you. To be determined. We don't know what we're calling it yet, but this is my 4th gen Megacab short bed awesomeness. Fucking rocket ship, guaranteed to make whoever is in the passenger seat shit their pants, and possibly the driver sometimes. It gets pretty gnarly. Where do we even start?
Under the hood.
Under the hood?
Yeah.
Under the hood. The meat and potatoes of this whole build. Underneath the hood of this beautiful 4th gen is it's a masterpiece, honestly. I saw the very long list of mods. I could send it to you and then read them.
I heard your point. I mean, everybody knows.
No. They should know exactly what it is, because you could say built Cummins and it will just have head studs or maybe a fire ring head. This is like built, like 14 millimeter girdle.
The fucking block?
The whole block was out of the truck to build it. It wasn't just like, let's take the head off real quick, throw some valve springs in there and slap some head studs on it and call it a day. Like, this is a full build. Whoever built this truck, which we'll get into, has a lot of money in this truck. And for the price of what I paid for all this, thank God. Where did the truck come from? Georgia. Thank God for poverty people in Georgia that we're not able to get loans for this truck so I could eventually come get it. Thank you. Thank you so much, economy, for being a pile of garbage and having 7.5% interest rates. Thank you so much, because I needed this in my life. I teleported a phone so that I can read my old mod list. Start off, it's a 2012 Ram 2500 Megacab. Stock bore block. It's been machined with a 14 millimeter girdle, rod, crankshaft, freeze plug, fire ring head, valve springs, push rod, billet valve cover, 200% over injectors, 10 mil CP4 over a stock CP4. That means a lot of fuel. Dual pumps, obviously. Intake, grid heater delete, fast 200, Hamilton cam. So it's cammed. That's why it sounds so good. It doesn't blah, blah, blah like an LS, but it does sound pretty decent. Oh, it's not a stock block. It's a fleece block. Who the what are you? And then it talks about the batteries and shipping and the bed. We'll get to that. It has this beautiful stainless diesel 5-blade S475. Sounds like a freaking actual Boeing 747 underneath your hood whenever you're driving this truck. Gotta have head studs or your head is going to explode. The head's been firing, and that's basically it. All of that adds together to equal a truck that has proven to dyno on Tune 3, has 5 tunes. On Tune 3 at UCC a couple years ago, it dynoed 1,003 horsepower, and that was before it had all of this. I talked to the guy that originally built the truck and made all this pretty shit, and he said that it's probably somewhere around 1,200 horsepower right now. We have to dyno it eventually. I would love to dyno it. I'd love it to spray it with some nitrous eventually, just to be able to say that I have a faster truck than Bryce, to be honest. This is my favorite part right here. Brian was like, what the fuck is on the valve cover? If you're around in like 2019, 2018, going to like the meets and shit, if you had this on your valve cover, you are one bad mamma jamma. So many stickers with so many companies of Go Fast parts, because it needed a lot to be where it is right now. And as you can see, it's very clean. Everything's like nicely tucked away. There's no battery on either side, so it saves a lot of room. It could use some work. We're gonna polish it up quite a bit. This is the one truck that for sure needs a mirror. So behind that motor is a beautiful 48. These trucks come with the 68 transmission, and that is we all know, not good. That is a full manual valve body. It's beautiful. It is also color matched to the shit underneath the hood. It works amazing, flawlessly. Have had absolutely no hiccups, and I already am used to driving it after owning it for 12 hours. No complaints whatsoever. Doesn't even get hot. I am like 95% positive that transmission temp does not, the gauge right there that says the transmission temp does not work. There's no way that this transmission runs as cold as it runs, and if it does, applaud to whoever built it, because hot isn't even the word. It doesn't even get warm. Barely. It's like barely at operating temperature all the time. Inside, we got a beautiful Laramie Longhorn leather interior, fully loaded. Got a freaking TV in the freaking headliner. I don't know what's up with us lately in buying trucks with TVs in the headliner. This is like the third one. I've never used any of these TVs, but we have them, and it's actually really important because it's a Megacab. The whole family can sit back here and watch freaking SpongeBob while you're taking everyone to Applebee's. You thought I was finished? Behind the seat, got a custom sub box. 10s. Yeah, those are 2 10s. They bump. It's gonna be really hard to get me out of this truck. Even when my R8 comes back from the shop,
It's just gonna stay in the garage.
I'm not gonna want to drive it.
We gotta race them.
Actually, whole internet, whoever wants to race within reason, unless you have like a 2,000 horsepower GTR or something, I'll probably still run you, but I will race most of you and take you to Applebee's. And even if we don't take you to Applebee's, I'll look damn good doing it. Most trucks of this level, at least, are always like the most jankiest interiors ever, because you want to put a whole bunch of money underneath the hood. You're not really worried about the body or the interior. This truck is like perfect all like perfect 10s all around. It's amazing. Can we open these? Just one of these.
Oh
my god,
bro, we can fit a lot of stuff in here.
you can fit a child back here. That's lit as fuck. I've always wanted a, what are these called, ram box? Always wanted a truck with a ram box. I don't know why, I don't know what my obsession is with these, but like it's such a flex.
Or nitrous bottles.
We got a truck that actually has them, and it like completes the whole look of a Megacab. If it wasn't there, I feel like it'd look so boring. I've had Megacabs and they look boring without them. That's a flex. I don't know how much that bed costs, but shaved tailgate that I didn't notice until we brought it home. The whole truck's color matched minus these ugly ass taillights. I know. You don't have to comment about them. I'm gonna fix it. And the beautiful untouched bed is your batteries, so your truck has, you know, power. They're relocated so eventually I can put triple turbos underneath the hood and have more than enough room. You notice that this is very, very clean. I forgot to mention, this truck has 60,000 miles. It's basically a show truck. It's almost an antique, honestly. It's reverse leveled, flight fab traction bar that light up, and it needs more rock lights, but it does have rock lights. I was forced to buy these 24x12 American Forces and rinky-dink tires that honestly aren't gonna last another week, so then we could buy some Nitto 420Bs or whatever the new Nittos that I have in the garage for the dually. We'll be replacing this setup. It's just a temporary setup. I'll probably throw these on Abby's 5th gen actually until we lift her truck, so then she doesn't look like a grandpa. See? Smart.
Genius.
Boy math. You spend $5,000 on wheels so then you can give them to your girlfriend so she doesn't look poor. Am I missing anything? Like, I kind of ran through it quite fast.
8 minutes.
I was pretty excited about the whole thing. It's got these custom headlights. They got RGB freaking light strips on. I'm just not a fan of colored headlights. And the Chevy is the only truck that I've ever seen a colored headlight and not hated it. I'm already planning on replacing these. But they do have these nice little Cummins logos inside of them. So if anybody like wants these, if you have a white Cummins, hit me up because I will sell these to you. Well, not immediately. I have to get new headlights. Rob? I don't think Rob's dad can afford my headlights. Beautiful limited grill. Like it's perfect. Besides that, it's white, and I don't know why I keep buying white vehicles. I started liking everything in my driveway a little too much, so the reason why I went shopping for this truck was to eventually give it away, because, you know, I love giving away trucks. I love this truck. In pictures and videos and everything, I was like, it looks like so much fun. I would love to give that to my subscriber. It is, like, exactly what I've ever wanted in a race truck by accident. I've never owned a fast truck quite like this one. I've never liked a fast truck quite like this one, mine or my friends. Bigfoot could walk out of this field right here and give me $100,000 cash, and I'd tell him to go himself 100%, maybe even 200. I know you could build it again and blah blah blah, but like the whole like going and picking up this truck, the feeling of driving it for the first time last night, and like I took it to the gym, fucking did rolling burnouts for a quarter mile, like it was nothing. I've never fell in love with a truck so fast in my entire life. I think. Have you?
No.
Have you ever seen me be so happy to drive a vehicle? I barely even let it warm up because I'm just so excited to like go. We need to figure out a name for it, so comment down below, use your brains. Just know that it might not stay this color forever, so don't pick something like
Casper.
Who's the whitest person we know?
Blake.
We're not naming it Blake. What do you guys think about, yeah, white vehicles are cool. We keep buying white vehicles, but at the end of the day, white is kind of Abby's color, and like it's kind of getting confusing when we look in the driveway, what's mine and what's Abby's. And I kind of miss that whole like segregation. That's horrible to say, but I miss the segregation of trucks. Like all mine are obviously black and all of hers are obviously white and usually pink suspension. I think we might hit up Thomas King and get this one painted. I mean, I have no intention of getting rid of it, so what's a $30,000 paint job real quick?
That's why I was thinking Copperhead.
Copperhead,
I like that. Yeah.
To the drawing boards. Comment down below. There's a good little bit of sunlight left. I don't have any tires for my Hayabusa, so I guess I have to drive you the rest of the day. I'm gonna go do that. See ya, bye.